Okay, so I am going to do my very best to give you a tour of this airplane, of this Quickie 2 from tail to tip, apparently. Notice there are no markings on it. I had to re-register this airplane here in the United States after I purchased it in Canada in October of last year. Here are some of the things that I have done with this since that time. The mags, completely rebuilt by the factory. That was a nice $3,500 bill. And I also took this motor that originally only had 28 hours of time in the air. Okay, you have to remember this motor sat for almost 20 years. The last time this airplane was in the air was October 4th. No, it was July 4th, 2004, according to the logbooks. I do have those logbooks. And so this thing sat in mothballs and in a dry hangar for over 20 years. The gentleman that I purchased it from could not get his medical, and so he never put this airplane together. And I'm telling you, the only reason why I'm selling it is because, well, I found one that has a bigger engine in it, and it has full glass panels, and I've already purchased it. So I need to sell this one. As you can see, that motor, it is brand new, 0 hour engine. That is a RevMaster 2100. Let's see if I can get the serial number off of it. And it has been 100% upgraded. It used to be a 65 horsepower motor. It is now an 80 plus horsepower motor, according to Ed, the guy who owns RevMaster and actually originally built that motor back in 1985. But this motor is 100% brand new. And he bored out the cylinders, put head spacers in it, new cylinders, new camshaft, it's new everything. The only thing that's different, the only thing that's the same is the block and the head covers. That's it. And well, the exhaust system is all ported for this plane, and it is ready to be attached. Let me give you a little tour of the front end there. The vortexes all put in place according to exactly how they were supposed to be, according to the people that built, what is his name? Can't remember his name right now. But anyway, you can tell all you have to do is literally bolt the motor on. You need a good, this is another reason why I'm actually selling this, is I don't have a good DAR in my area for the FAA. And you need a DAR with a J designation, because this is experimental aircraft. If you've never known a Quickie 2, it is part of many of the experimental aircraft. And as you can see, it's a little dusty, but the glass work on this plane, I've done a lot of glass work in my lifetime. It's one of the best jobs I've ever seen. And take a look at that. This thing sits down pretty good. It's not clamped in, but you got to be inside to clamp it in. And there's a few chips in the paint, and I'll even show you where they are, that basically were obtained when this thing was in storage. And they're in places like right there, and there, and down in here. And that's basically because this tail section, as you will see in one of the pictures, detaches from the entire plane, and you can trailer this thing down the road with the wings going sideways. I put new tires on it. Kind of hard to see because, well, they're under there. But the wheel pans cover them up pretty good. The brakes are really in good shape. I mean, for an airplane that's only ever had 28 hours in the air, yeah, that's you're not going to find much wear and tear on this. Let me give you an interior tour here, and that would be, and I got to be careful because I don't want to scratch my dome. All right, well, 1980s velour. But it's comfortable. It actually really is. And there's plenty of padding to make it comfortable to sit in. I've sat in this thing for well over 2 hours just watching movies just to see if my body would take it. And it does. Now, I will tell you, I have put in a brand new Garmin radio. It is right there. I did take out the Canadian transponder because I was required to by Air Canada. So I did that. See, all the switches are here. Actually, all of this stuff. And let's see. Guess I should have tried. Well, my battery's disconnected. That's why none of it's coming on. Actually, you see, fuel pump does work. Nav lights and radio's up. Radio's up and running. All of this works. And as you can see, this is set up for night flying, if you feel so comfortable to do so. Center stick, push to talk, right there. I won't do it too many times because I don't want to turn on the lights here at the airport. And I did change out the nav lights. Those are actually LED now. Golly, that thing's bright. I can get it with food. And you can see there at the back, all of them work. And green's over here. I will give you a little tour of the propeller while I have extra light back here. This thing has not spun for more than 50 hours in its lifetime. I say 28 hours in the air. I'm sure there's a lot of run-up times. And thing's in really good shape. It actually sat on somebody's wall in a air-conditioned and heated home for a number of years. And I had it all carefully packaged before I brought it here from Canada. And then, as you see, there's the spinner, prop washers, all the bolts, all of that's right here. All comes with it. And of course, nav lights back over here. And green, it's running. Okay. So, suction on this one is done through these little issues. And I am not an airplane mechanic. Of course, pitot tube right there. Fun thing about this motor and the magnetos, if you ever need to service the magnetos, you are pulling the engine. But it's not too hard. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 bolts to mount it and take your other stuff. And this thing is set to go. I do not have cabin heat on the exhaust system here. I would recommend doing that, especially if you're going to be flying up at 10,000 feet a lot. Highly recommended. But this thing is ready to fly. It needs somebody who is a airplane mechanic who knows a really good DAR to get it certified. And it has been certified by Air Canada to do all the run-ups, and the guy put 28 hours into doing his run-up time and never crossed the 100-hour mark. I'm not sure if that's because he didn't like the way it landed, but this thing flies just like a Quickie, and I will tell you, I've seen videos of this thing in the air. I will try to find that video and get it posted with this one as well. You guys have an amazing day, and God bless you.